Okay, we are recording, so welcome everybody. I am so stinking excited for tonight. My name is Katie Herold, and I'm a presidential diamond here in Toledo, Ohio, and I'm pumped tonight to tell you how to get to diamond. We know the things, we know the steps to success, we know how to message people, but do you know what it really takes? Do you actually know what it takes these next 20 days, these next 60 days, however long, what kind of work, what kind of mindset, what kind of actions it actually takes to reach the rank of diamond or higher? So we are going to kick it off by going over to Miss Jen Zay, and she's going to give us the good stuff. Now, guys, this isn't a new distributor call. This isn't a call to, make you feel better, and this isn't going to be a kick in the ass, and I really hope you know that. This is going to be a swift kick in the ass, and it's going to be the real, raw stuff. We're not holding back, and I'm so pumped. So, Jen, are you ready?
I am. Hello, guys.
I can't hear you.
Hey,
your internet audio might not be on.
Yeah, if you guys are on the call and not muted, can you mute yourself, please? Crazy loud. Can you hear me?
Can't hear you, Jen.
No. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. All right. Like still now?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. I was just saying that if someone has their phone muted, can you guys mute yourself because it was really loud?
Oops, sorry.
Oh, no.
Okay. Sorry, that was my bad. I meant to mute everybody, but I forgot that part. So I did. Could you hear anything that I just said?
No.
Okay. Well,
you started the call?
Yeah.
Yes, I heard all that.
Okay, so we're not holding back. I apologize. I forgot to press the mute button. So we're ready. We're ready to go. Jen, give it to us.
All right, guys. How are you? So, yes, exactly what Katie said. This is not exactly a fluff and buff, everything's peachy all the time type of call. We're so stupid excited for you guys. When I went diamond, I really sat back and reevaluated what it meant to work. And I will be honest when I say before I started really pushing for diamond, I thought work was making posts on Facebook, sending out a few messages, sending out a few friend requests, and that is why I wasn't diamond. So when I went to conference and really got my focus, I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I wanted to go from executive to diamond in 1 month. I went to work. I printed out my girl Sam's diamond chart. Sam, what's up? I stared at this chart every single day. I charted every single day. I had to know exactly where my numbers were. So I sat down, and every single morning, I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you guys, 7 days a week, because I wanted it. I wanted it so bad I could taste it. And wanting it, like when you decide that you're going diamond, you have to truly decide. You have to decide right here, right now, that you're going diamond. You have how many days in March? We have almost 20 days to go diamond, and you can absolutely do this. But it starts with a decision that this is the month. You're not going to shoot for it. You're not going to hope for it. You're not going to pray for it. You're going to work as hard as you're sitting there praying for it. And that's what I did. I went to work. I got up every single day at 4 a.m. because, you guys, I was still working full time. I had 3 kids working full time and going to school. So I didn't have free time. So I had to make it work. My thought before going diamond was just a little bit work here and there. But that month I went diamond, I worked 4 hours every single day. I got up really early. I stayed up really late. I worked on my lunch break. I worked on the way to work, on the way home from work. I faked 4 bladder infections in February and went to the bathroom all the time so I could work at the hospital. So that's what I did. I would sit there, and I knew my numbers. This chart came with me everywhere I went, because we had such, I'm so sorry. I need you out. Okay. Come here. Sorry, guys. My team had such high communication that every single loyal customer, okay, all right, sorry, guys, I'm just going to nurse. Every single loyal customer that anyone put in, we were in communication with. We talk. And so anytime anyone put in a loyal customer, they would box me. Jen, I've got a loyal customer, hair, skin, and nails, 30 BB. So I'd whip out my chart and I'd update my chart. So I think deciding that this is the month that you are going to do it, knowing your chart, knowing your numbers, and an extreme high level of communication with your team. Now, I'm not just talking about your rubies. I'm not just talking about your emerald. And I'm not just talking about your executives. I'm talking about every single person that is in your chart. Yes, Ophelia, babe, I'm in the documents, Lovey. You can get a chart. So you had to know your chart. And I mean, pumping each other up. Like, okay, oh my gosh, babe, you have 200 BV. Do you know that you only need, 2 more loyal customers for the system, and you're in the 400 club? So I beefed up that 400 club big time, and that was the goal. That was the standard for every distributor. And we broke it down for products, especially those newer distributors that would get kind of overwhelmed at the thought of 400. 4 loyal customers for the system. There you go. Let's go get it. I'm going to talk real loud for a second. Sorry, guys. Every single person on my team got up and got launched immediately. So they signed, and then, all right, let's set your launch party right now. I think now we can kind of rely too much on social media. And you guys, social media is just one aspect, but getting belly to belly, and parties were the one thing you could do where you'd walk in that room and you would leave an hour later with loyal customers and distributors. So you would leave with volume at hand. And when you knew your charts inside and out, you know exactly where you're placing that volume. I tried, I did everything that I had been doing, but I just kind of did it on steroids. If I was sending out 10 messages a day before that month, I was sending out, 50, 60 messages a day. Oh my gosh, I worked so hard. I went through all of my loyal customers, especially the ones that I know had loved the product, and I asked for help. If you're giving good customer service, they want to help you. And I would say, hey, Katie, I know that you have been loving your hair, skin, and nails. Can I be really honest with you? And that's all I would say. That's literally all my message would say. So Katie would say, yeah, of course. Like, hey, so here's the deal. I'm pushing for a huge promotion. And Katie, it was $10,000 when you and I promoted to Diamond, right?
Yes.
Yes. I said, I am pushing for a $10,000 bonus. That would help my family and I so much. I know you love hair, skin, and nails. Would you do a free sample night with me? Because I would love to get in front of more people. So I went through all my loyal customers, and anyone that was within 5 hours, I sent that message to. My sister, she was 4 hours away. She booked a party for me. So I drove 4 hours away. I drove everywhere that would have a party within 5 hours because I decided that was the month and I went after it. So that was it, guys. Like, truly work, getting up early, staying up late, not sitting back doing a hair, skin, and nails post and hoping for the best, deciding, knowing your charts, keeping them with you. So crazy important, this communication with your team. And then getting face-to-face, getting belly-to-belly and booking parties. Because, I remember I drove down to Cincinnati and I had almost like 700 BV that I could go through and get people boxed in for their promotions just with one party.
I love that. I remember you were like, I am willing to drive anywhere that's within a reasonable driving distance. Like, I'm going, I don't care. I'll wake up at 4 a.m. I'll get a couple of hours of sleep and I'll wake up and I'll do it again because I'm freaking doing this month. And it's really about making the decision and then taking the action. So
absolutely.
Any last words? Give it to him, Jen.
Just decide. Like, seriously, just decide. Stop saying, I want to go diamond. But look at yourself every single morning and say, good morning, diamond. Get up, get dressed like a diamond. Dress like a boss bitch. Like, get up, put your makeup on, shower, listen to your personal development in the morning. Get your mind right, because that is one thing that's so important, is getting your mind right. But get up and act like a diamond. Diamond does not happen by chance. It happens by choice. You make the decision every single day to get up and run your business every single day. Kids, guess what? This is the beauty of this business, is you can work your business from your phone. Work full time, it's okay. You've got pockets of time. But you are going to need to do what others won't to have what others won't. I missed birthday parties. I missed hockey games. I missed a lot of stuff, but I don't regret it one time, not even slightly once, because I didn't do this to my kids. I did this for my kids, and I got up and I got my ass to work.
Amen. I love what you said about, you have to do things that other people won't to have things that other people can't. And everybody wants this $10,000 bonus. Everybody wants to make this type of income, but not everybody is willing to work for it. If you're willing to work for it, you will have it. So, Jen, thank you so much for sharing.
Absolutely. Love you, babe.
Thank you. Love you. Okay, we're going to take it over to my mom. I don't know where she is. Mom, you there?
I'm here.
I got to find you.
Hello?
Yes. Hold on, I got to
Can you
find
hear me?
I can hear you. Hold on.
Hello.
Okay, so tell us, okay, here we go. Tell us what it looked like for you the month that you were going diamond and anything that you have for us as far as what we need to do.
Okay, what it looked like was pure chaos, and I was working every minute because I was working 40 some hours a week, not just 40, but 40 something. And so every minute was taken up. And what I want to say is that you guys can do this. You just need to tell yourself you're going to do it. You need to have positive affirmations. You need to say them to yourself every day, multiple times a day, over and over and over and over. When you're tired, when you feel like you're going to throw up, when somebody quits right in the middle of trying for promotion, stuff needs to stop you. And so you just need to tell yourself over and over and over. Carry your chart around with you, carry your numbers around with you, constantly be updating them. Like Jen said, if you have to run in the bathroom and do that, then do it. And you have to know the difference between work time and wasting time. People think they're working because they're chatting with their team. And what they're doing is having a little gossip fest and not really doing anything productive. Yes.
Hold on, I'm going to stop you really quick. Can
What?
everybody please mute their phone? I'm gonna go ahead and mute everybody, and then Mom, just unmute yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, am I all right now?
Yep, go ahead. Keep going.
Okay, so what I want to say is understand the difference between work time and wasting time. Don't be wasting time. Don't think that you're working for your dime because you're putting labels on your Blitz cards. I mean, God's sakes, you got to get real this month. This is it. Decide you're going to do it, and you're going to have it, and then you have to want it. You have to. There used to be a football coach named Vince Lombardi, and you guys are probably all too young to remember him, but he said you got to want it. How badly do you want it, and what are you willing to give up to have it? And I'm not kidding. I mean, the month that I went diamond, do you think I was watching television? Do you think that I was, I lost track of Grey's Anatomy, which was a huge deal for me. I mean, I lost track of everything, and it's worth it. I don't care. Like Jen said, she missed a hockey game. So what? She'll be at every hockey game for the rest of that kid's life. And you have to decide what you're willing to do to have it. And you have to be bullheaded and stubborn and focused and single-minded, and that's all you're going to think about. Eat, sleep, and breathe. I am diamond. I am diamond. I am diamond. I want to tell you why Katie Herold is driving that Jeep, because everybody told her she couldn't. Everybody told her she couldn't do it. She couldn't do it. She couldn't have it. It was too expensive. The gas was too much. The payment was too much. The insurance was too much. And you know what? Damn it, she wanted that car. And she was willing to do anything. And she worked her butt off to get it. She didn't sit around and watch TV and go, oh, I'm tired. Or she didn't say, oh, I have to go out to dinner with my girlfriend, or I have to, quit making excuses. You know in your heart when it's an excuse. You can do anything for a short period of time. You can bust your butt nonstop, 24/7. Talk to your family. I talked to my husband and I said, look, I'm not getting any younger. They're offering these big bonuses. I need to get to triple. And here's what I need from you. Tell your family what you need from them. Tell your children what you need from them. Tell your spouse, I need for you to be cooperative. I'm going to be working 24/7. I'm going to do this. It's only for 60 days. It's only for 90 days. It's $10,000. How many of you are going to go to work tomorrow and your boss is going to say, oh, by the way, if you do your job for the next 20 days, I'm going to give you $10,000. Nobody, right? Nobody's boss is going to do that. But guess what? We have that opportunity. $10,000. Think about what you would do for $10,000. And then you need to act like you already are a diamond. Dress like you're a diamond. Talk like you're a diamond. Like you're a diamond. Call your upline. Say, hey, I have 3 loyals. Where should I? Let me tell you what I think. Don't try to go rogue out on your own and doing your own thing and you're building your chart 25 wide and you can't understand why nobody's promoting, you need to be in communication with your upline and their upline and your downline every single day and talk about business. Don't be just talking about the. Now, I want to talk about what Joel Dunn put on his Facebook today, and it's from Romans 8:37, and it says, "Yet in all these things, we are more than conquerors through him who loved us." If God's word said that we are more than conquerors through Christ, then we are. We're going to become conquerors. We're not going to be victorious. We already are. If you say, I already am a diamond, I am a double, I am a triple.
Ma'am,
Experiences and setbacks and things that go wrong in life.
ma'am,
What?
can you
What?
walk up the stairs?
Am I cutting out?
Really bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in the basement because, your dad.
I mean, it was okay, but when you started to talk about Joel's quote, it was kind of couldn't.
Okay. The quote from Romans 8:37. Yet in all these things we are conquerors through him who loved us. That's what he talked about. And he said, if God says we are more than conquerors, then we are. You're not fighting to be a diamond. You are a diamond. Believe it. Do the things that it takes. Tell yourself, tell your family, tell everybody, tell the people you work with, tell your mailman. I don't care who you tell. I was telling the people at the damn grocery store. But quit making excuses. In all these things, we are conquerors. We already have the victory. You guys know what to do. We tell you every day. Quit making excuses for why you can't do it. Write down all the reasons why you're not a diamond yet. And you know what? Those are your excuses. Put the excuses aside and just make it happen. Just live, eat, and breathe for the next 60 days, and you will be a diamond. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Okay, we're going to take it over to Alex, I believe. Is that who we said?
Yeah, I think I'm next.
Okay. Hey.
Why am I really big?
Because I made you the spotlight video.
Hold on. I don't want to stare at my face. Okay, there we go. The double chin was real. Okay. So when I went diamond, was it the same month you went diamond, Katie?
It was 5 days later.
Okay, so the month of March of 2015, I was Katie's emerald for her diamond. And she went diamond and there was 5 days left in the month. And I said, screw that. I want a $10,000 bonus. And at the time I needed 9 distributors and a shit ton of volume, you guys. And so I was running. I have built my entire business on social media. It's what works for me. It's what I'm going to continue to do, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I was extremely consistent. I was literally posting every single hour on Facebook. I was making it exciting. I was letting people know how close I was to my promotion, what I needed. I also had 20 messages going on in my inbox every single day with 20 new people. I was making sure I was bringing in new potentials, staying consistent and talking and following up with them every day. I was just, my big thing, I went back and looked when I was promoting to double and triple. I was like, what was I doing when I was promoting to diamond? And I was annoying, you guys. I was so fucking annoying on Facebook. Sorry if there's kids around. And I didn't care. I didn't care what people were saying about me, because they weren't getting a $10,000 bonus. And I was damned if I was going to let them stop me from getting a $10,000 bonus. I was in Colorado at the time and I didn't know anybody there. So I wasn't getting out of the house and I had to use social media. So I made it work. I really, I wasn't waiting for people to come to me. I had a sense of urgency. And so I was being annoying. I was being excited, and I was being consistent on social media. I was posting all the time. I was even letting people know, I only need this much orders until I get my bonus. And I was also I wasn't trying to be greedy, but I was letting them know, this is what I'm going to do with this money. This is how it's going to help my family. And I'm going to be able to give back, and I'm going to be able to help others. So you can't come off as selfish. Just let people know what you're going to do and how it's going to better you and your family. another thing is, well, I was copying the right cat. Back then I was still new into the business, 7, 8 months. And I was watching all these leaders and I was literally copying what they were doing. If it was working for them, I was going to make it work for me. And if it didn't work, then I found a different cat to copy. So I also, for promotions, like I can't remember who said it, if it was Jeannie or Jen, but you have got to stay in contact with your uplines. You can't just be placing loyals where you think they go. I was placing for promotion. If a box needed to be filled, I was filling it. If someone needed a customer, I was putting it there. I wasn't just putting it there to help this person in hopes that they start running. I was hitting my promotion. You guys, we have goals that need to be met and we have to do what we got to do to get there. You can't drag people along who don't want to be there. So placing for promotion is huge. And if you don't know how to do that, then you have to stay in contact with your upline and they're going to tell you where to place. It's not, you can't just place here and just hope that it work out. You have to literally, if you have a diamond chart in front of you, you fill that damn diamond chart and you go diamond. Don't worry about next month or the month after. Or what if this person doesn't quit or this person's volumes isn't going to go through next month? Who cares? You are going diamond this month. That's all we have to care about.
I love it. So you said you're posting on Facebook all the time. Alex and I were probably boxing each other every hour on the hour.
Yeah.
If one of us didn't hear from each other in an hour, we'd be like, hey, what are you doing? What's going on? Yeah. What's happening? We had this chart. We were counting down. We were changing the numbers. And if I had an order to put in, I would call Alex, hey, change this on your chart. I just put this in, and
Yeah.
we'd cross the number out and we'd change it. So we were both on the same page. And vice versa. And if she had an order going in, she would tell me. And if somebody on our team had an order in, they would call both of us and tell us. So we were all on the same page.
Yep. My chart was constantly updated. I had my numbers on what people needed to get to 400 written on my charts. And every single day, if it changed before bed, I would update it, wake up in the morning, update it, before bed again, update it. Like my numbers were on point. I wasn't going to miss a beat. And like Katie said, every time I had an order put in, I knew how much volume it was and I was letting her know. So we were on the same page. I was letting my team know, hey, I just put this volume under you. This is how much you need. We're going to do this before midnight. All of this is here, for a reason. Like Jeannie said, you're not going to go to your 9 to 5 tomorrow and be like, hey, if you do your job, you're going to get $10,000. That's never going to happen, you guys. It's never going to happen. I'm sorry. If I have to be carrier of bad news, it's not.
You want to know what else I love that my mom said is she said, you're not going to get anywhere by talking about the weather. I don't think that Alex and I, like now we do, but like that month on those promotion months, you think we're talking to each other about the weather? No. We're talking to each other about business and like, yes, we love each other, but like this is serious stuff.
Right. I can tell you right now, my friends out here in North Carolina are not happy with me because last night was the first time that I've gone out, or the second time I've ever gone out in 3 years. Like my business is my priority and going out was fun. I need it. We need to have our sanity, but it's not building my promotion. And I pretty much told them, like, if you guys aren't helping me get $100,000 bonus, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to have to love you from a distance for a little bit because money is important. Money's going to feed my kids. Money's going to, pay my mortgage. So if it's not building your business or have the potential to build your business, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Amen. I hope you guys heard what she said. If it's not building your business, you shouldn't be doing it. If you want this diamond bonus and it doesn't make you money, don't do it. Do stuff for yourself, your personal development, have your sanity, go have a drink if you need to, but get back to business.
Yeah.
Because
these bonuses aren't going to be around forever. Your friends, if they love you, they'll stick around. But $10,000, it's not going to be here.
Amen. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
I know what you drinking, babe.
Okay. Susan, where's Susan at? For some reason, my Zoom, I have to like individually click on people. There we go. There you are. Hey.
Yay. All right,
Susan.
everyone. Okay, so I'm just going to tell my story really quick of what diamond looked like for me. So I actually had promoted to Ruby.
Wait.
And then
I'm muting everybody for a second.
Okay. So I had gone Ruby, and then I was so excited that I went Ruby, and then I started to get in my head, and then I started to make excuses, and I didn't promote from there for quite a while. I actually had lost my Ruby, and I was being paid as an executive when I went into to conference. So I went into conference January of 2015, and I basically caught the vision. I was like, holy crap, they announced the double good bonuses, which at the time was $20,000 for going diamond. And I was like, what the heck? Like, why am I not using this opportunity? And why am I not ready? So I was like, that's it. Like, I knew with everything in my being, like, I am going to go diamond and I'm going to earn that $20,000 bonus. Like, I knew it. Like, I didn't let anyone tell me no. If people thought I was crazy, I was like, will you just watch? And I basically, exactly what everyone else is saying, I lived, it works. Like, it's all I did. Like, and at the time I was working, I had a 4-month-old, well, she was a year at that time. So I had a year-old. I mean, I was busy, I was tired, but I knew that if I just worked my freaking butt off for 2 months, that it was going to be so worth it in the end. And I did not care if I had to miss out on things. I did not care if I was tired. I did not freaking care if people laughed at me and told me no. Like, I literally went out and I just ran. So February, I promoted to Emerald. In March, I promoted to Diamond. So I literally basically went to like Diamond in 2 months. Like, that's it, like 2 months period. So, I mean, I just like what everyone else was saying, I had my chart with me at all times. I was staring at my chart out like all day long. I was in my e-suite all day long. Like, and yes, I was like, I mean, I had a 1-year-old that I was taking care of, but like, you still can play and still do things at the same time. Like, I was playing with her and I was being a mom and I was present to her and I was taking care of my house and stuff, but I was still on my phone all the time, just talking to people and messaging people. I mean, I called everybody, you guys. I called everyone. Like, I called my boss that I used to work for. I was like, hi, so I'm actually going for a $20,000 bonus and I'm only orders away. So what do you think? Can you help me out? And he'd be like, oh yeah, like, we can't let that pass you by. Like, and every time I got closer, I'd call more and more people and I would say, so I'm actually going for a $20,000 bonus and I'm only a couple $100 in orders away. And I literally would love you so much if you could help me. Like, I told everybody, like, I did not care. Like, I had aunts in my family that I very rarely see. Like, I'm not close to that side of my family. And I mentioned it to my dad. He's like, oh, did you ask them yet? And I was like, no. And I was like, they're not going to help me. And he goes, well, how do you know unless you ask? And I was like, oh my God, Dad. I was like, you're so right. So I called them and guess what? 2 of them placed a big order for me right there on the spot. Like, you have got to call everybody and just tell them that you are going for this bonus and you would love if they could help you. Like, people love to help you. So, I mean, that's literally it. Like, you just have to make up your mind and you just have to go and you have to literally throw every single excuse out the window. Like, I am sorry. I love you guys so much, but I cannot stand when people try and tell me that they're busy because they have kids. Like, absolutely not. Like, that is the most annoying excuse I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, Gen Z was pushing her 4th baby out in the hospital when she promoted. Like, it is not an excuse. Like, I only have 2 kids. So, I mean, if you have 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, whatever. I mean, there's people in this business who have like 7 kids who have gone through promotions. Like, if you're trying to say that you can't do it because of your children, you're literally basically saying that you're okay looking your children in the eye and telling them, well, sorry, you're not worth it. You're not worth it. Like, no, like, that's not the case. Like, you're doing this for your kids. And I loved what Jen said, how she said, I didn't do this to my kids. I did it for my kids. Like, you have got to put every freaking excuse aside and throw it out the window and tell yourself right now, I am going diamond. I do not care what it takes. I do not care what life throws at me. Because I'm telling you right now, you guys, like the devil, I know this is going to sound so crazy, but like, seriously, the devil will hear you and he knows what you're going to do and he will try and stop you. It happens every time. Like, every time you're going for like a big promotion or something amazing is about to happen, something bad always happens. And you cannot let that drag you down. Someone's going to get sick. Like, something's going to happen at work, or you're going to have drama somewhere, or you're going to have a family member get sick. Your kids are going to get sick. Like, something's going to happen that's going to try and stop you. But you have to tell yourself, like, I see what you're doing and I'm not letting you. I am not letting you stop me. I am doing this. I am going diamond, whether my freaking, whatever happens. Like, I don't want to say anything, but I mean, you just have to make up your mind. Like, if you're telling yourself, like, I don't know. I mean, I think I can, but I don't know. Guess what? You're not going to. Like, end of story. Like, you've got to right now, every single day, tell yourself, I am diamond. I am diamond. I am diamond. Write it on your mirror. Write it on your freaking, put aside. I love what Katie used to have, a piece of paper hanging down in front of her TV that said, what did it say? Did it just have your promotion on it?
It
I
just
don't
said,
remember. Maybe it said like no BV and TV.
I had,
and then I had the
one
promotion.
said no BV and TV, but the other one was, it just said triple diamond, 50,000, presidential, 100,000. It was taped to the top of my TV, flipped over. So every time I would try to turn the TV on, I'd be like, nope, I should not be doing this right now.
Yes, exactly. I love that. Jess got rid of her Netflix, you guys. Like, Jess was like, buy Netflix because she's trying to go for a promotion. So, I mean, you literally just have to, I think the biggest thing is throwing all of your excuses out the window. Like, you've got to stop lying to yourself and realize that nobody is too busy for this. Absolutely no one. I mean, this is different, you guys. Like, we are different. Like, this is not normal doing network marketing. And like, people think that like we're the crazy ones, and I honestly think all the rest of them are the crazy ones because they have to go to a job and clock in and listen to what their boss tells them to do and do the same thing over and over and over again. And be, I mean, not everybody. I want to like say that because I've gotten yelled at that before. Like, some people love their jobs and that's fine, but you know what I mean? Like, you have to go in and you're basically making your boss rich. Like, you're making your boss all this money so that he can do all this fun things and go drive nice cars and have nice houses and go on all these nice vacations when their employees can't afford it. Like, this is not normal. Like, it's not normal for your boss to tell you, your CEO to tell you, oh, well, if you just do what you're supposed to do for the next 60 days, I'm going to give you a $10,000 bonus. Like, nobody does that. Like, this is not different. Like, we have no ceiling on our paycheck. Like, you can make as much money as you want. Like, if you decide you want more money, guess what? You can go and work really hard for a month and you're going to make more money. I mean, like, my paycheck seriously jumped from like, it was literally times 8. Like, I don't know the exact numbers, but I want to say like the one month I was like $400 and the next month it was like $2,500. I was like, I mean, in a month, you guys, like, who does that? I mean, it's nuts. So you seriously, I mean, my biggest thing, just throw all of your excuses out the window and just tell yourself right now that you're going diamond, and you will.
Boom. Yes. Love it. All right. Thank you so much for sharing, Sue. All right, Sandy, you are up.
Hey everyone. Oh my gosh. So I'm over here just like messaging all of these leaders that were just talking because they've got me fired up. They're killing it.
I know, I'm like sweating. I'm like so excited.
I mean, can we please point out the fact that, I'm sorry, Jen had a baby on her boob and she was doing a Zoom for all of you guys? I mean, seriously, no excuses. How freaking awesome is that? And Jeannie, I mean, all of these are awesome. I mean, okay, so listen, you guys. This is about a no BS Zoom for you guys right now, talking about, you guys want to get these bonuses, then just go out there and freaking get them. I want to tell you guys something. When I joined this business 5 years ago, I got in to make $500. I wasn't planning on going for a diamond bonus until I started talking to people and sharing this business. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can actually do this. Because guess what? If you talk, you're going to get interest. If you're not talking, you're not going to get any interest whatsoever. So you guys need to get over yourself. You need to get out there and you need to use your Blitz card. And you need to book these parties, these one-on-ones, these appointments. I don't care what the hell you want to call them. You guys have got to get in front of people. Plain and simple, hands down. Stop overthinking this process of sharing the business. Because when I got in, you guys, I went Ruby in 30 days and I was a diamond within 2.5 months of being in this company. And I did this coming from a small town. I did this with zero family support. I've been in this 5 years, you guys, and I still don't have support from my family. So stop saying I don't have the support from my family, so I can't build my damn business. Get over it. Get over it. Your family's either going to get on board or they're not. Okay, my sister still is snarky towards me. My mom still doesn't want anything to do with this company. Okay, you guys get over it. Okay, they're not paying your bills. Why are you worrying so damn much about what they're thinking when it comes to you sharing this business? Okay, I came into this business with 3 acquaintances, three friends, if you want to call them that. Okay, they're not in my life right now. They have nothing to do with this business, and yet I'm still a presidential diamond without the support of any friends. Because you know why? I used the coupon that Pam Souter made for us, and I went out there and I stalked people outside of dressing rooms, thanked the waitress, gave my coupon card out to every single person that I know, and I booked one-on-ones and parties. You want to know how I got to diamond so quickly? I had a planner just like this 5 years ago. Okay, and every single day had something on it. You guys want to know what my March looks like right now? Every single day has something on it right now, filled with one-on-ones, consultations, parties, and signing distributors. And guess what? I've signed 4 distributors already this month, and it's the 12th of the month, and I'm not stopping. You guys, And you know what? This is because I'm building relationships and I'm getting out there and I'm talking to people. You guys have got to stop worrying about what others around you are thinking. And if you have somebody in your life that's bringing you down, then guess what? You say, you know what? I'll catch up with you later. And if you are my friend, then you will come back around and you'll be my friend later. But right now I don't have time. And you know what you do? There's a fun little thing on Facebook that said unfollow. You can unfollow them so you don't see their remarks and they don't see your posts, okay? Now, listen, when you guys, now that you've got your mind right, you're not going to worry about all the static, the white noise on the side of you, and you're just going to get to work. Well, now get out there and start signing the customers and signing the distributors. You don't know what to say to them? Don't worry about it, you guys. I came into network marketing knowing zero about what to do. Zero. I got to Diamond in 2.5 months knowing zero about network marketing. I did not know everything about these products. I did not know all of the ingredient lists. I didn't know how to work my e-suite. I didn't know how to do anything except for the fact, hand out a coupon and slap a wrap on someone. Do you know that the more people I put a wrap on, the faster I sign customers and distributors? It's when I slow down putting wraps on people, it's when my business slows down with the enrollment. So that should right there, you guys should tell you, get the wrap on people. Mike, Mark, and PM have said consistently for the last 5 years that I've been in this business that he who wraps more wins. How many people are you wrapping? How many people have you put a wrap on? Guys, I just wrapped 3 people yesterday and signed 2 customers and a distributor. Get the wrap on people. Get the wrap on them. Okay? And when you're signing these customers and you're signing these distributors, please, for the love of all that is green, black, and bling, do not go rogue. Do not just slap these customers and distributors in wherever you think that they need to go. You know what? Get a second opinion. All right? Get a third opinion, a fifth opinion. I don't care. Get on the phone with your upline sponsor. And guess what? If your upline is brand new, just like you, then you go to the person that signed them. Because when you have your charts in front of you, because I'm working on 5 diamond charts right now with my team. And if they go rogue, some of these girls are so brand new. It's like they're like, I don't know. I don't know where to put these people. 5 diamond charts. Have your chart. Have your people. And just like Alex said, you know what, you guys? If you got a customer, you know what? You guys, slow it down. Don't get all like, oh my God, I got a customer, I got to put it in the computer. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I'll move them. I'll get a hold of my upline. And then you forget it's 24 hours later and boom, you don't know where to put them and you've lost your opportunity. You have 72 hours to get that application in the system. Slow down. Talk to your upline, figure out where it's going to go. Okay. And if you have a potential distributor coming in, then you've got these customers to place under your distributors immediately to get them fast start qualified, to get your $100 fast start bonus. And you might even have enough in orders because you did a party to get them a qualified leg to 400. But the only way that that's going to happen, you guys, is if you slow down and you talk to your upline before you just start placing. I have had numerous girls on my team miss out on many bonuses because they think that they just know exactly where they're going and what they're doing, and then they go in there and they slap out all the volume wherever they think they need it, and they're not paying attention because you print this chart. You print your charts. You put your people in here, but you guys are, you need to know more than just that today's number. You need to go back and look at where their volume was the last month. And then you need to look to see what potential orders that are going to still process this month, because guess what? Customers change their orders month to month. So you have to know where they were last month, what they're projected to be this month, and then you have to figure out the orders that you have. Because here's the crazy thing. If you guys go out and get an order for 200 BV and an order for 25 BV, and you have an order that only needs 23 BV, and you throw your $200 order under that, you've just missed out on moving your large order where you need it. So I'm telling you guys right now, if you want to go diamond and you want to go diamond quickly, you need to get the wrap on people. You need to stop worrying about what everyone around you is saying. You need to talk to your upline often, like Alex said, and you need to slow your roll when it comes to enrolling, because you guys are slapping these loyal customers in these most random, awkward, crazy places, and it's slowing down the process of you guys getting to diamond. Because when I was going diamond, you guys, I called my upline every time I got a customer, every time I got a distributor. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got another one. I don't know what to do. And so you know what they did? They pulled out my chart, they looked at it, and they gave me a suggestion, because you know what? This is your business. But your upline has your best interests at heart, and you need to listen to them because they've been there. They're going to give you a suggestion, and I guarantee the suggestion that they give you is for your best interest, so you can hit diamonds. You can get that go fast $10,000 bonus. All right? So you need to have the chart out. You need to have your numbers. You need to call your upline, because that's exactly what I did. And you know what, you guys, get your Get this. Fill it out, you guys. Mine is full. There's something going on every single day, every 2 weeks, because guess what? I'm going Ambassador Diamond, and I'm going for a $150,000 bonus. And if that's going to happen, that means I need to book my calendar. It means I got to call my upline. Yes, I am a presidential diamond, and you better believe I still call my upline for a second opinion, because I'm out there to change lives, and I'm changing mine along the way. And the only way it's going to happen, you guys, is if you stay plugged in. You fill your calendar. You put the wrap on people.
Hold on,
You get
Sandy.
your butts.
Pause really quick. I'm going to mute everybody and then unmute yourself really quick.
You need to fill up your calendar, you guys. You need to get your butt out of bed early. You need to stay up a little bit later. You have to, don't go rogue. And here's another thing. You guys, if you're doing parties or one-on-ones and you're getting orders, if you have applications in your hand and it is the 23rd of the month, guess what? You have 72 hours to put the orders in. On the 25th of the month, every freaking single order processes through the system. Let those orders go through and see where you need volume. Call your upline and say, oh my gosh, okay, all the orders just processed. I know what's declined. I know what changed. I know this customer changed that. Here's my volume. I got these orders. What do you think? Where do we put them? You guys, the 25th, all auto ships run. Okay, for those of you who didn't know that, guess what? The 25th is the last day of the month. If you sign a customer on the 28th, their order runs on the 25th. All orders run by the 25th of the month. So if you've got orders, hang on to them. You've got 72 hours. Talk to your upline. Come up with a plan. Put them in the system. Get everyone into the 400 club. Make sure their auto ships are running, because do not miss out on a promotion because somebody didn't run their auto ship. And that will happen if you are not communicating with your upline. This is exactly what I did, you guys. When I went diamond in 2.5 months, I was on the phone with my upline every single day. There wasn't a day that went by that I didn't talk to her. There wasn't a day that went by that I wasn't talking to someone and putting a wrap on someone. And I went diamond by doing belly to belly, getting the wrap on people and getting in front of them and booking parties. You guys, a party is you and one person. A party is you and 2 people. Stop worrying about filling a room of 10 people. I just had a new girl yesterday do a practice launch. And you know what? She was like, I'm going to cancel it because only 2 people are coming. No. Stop canceling things if only one person's coming. Get your butt there in front of them. And my biggest, just you guys, don't worry about what the white noise is around you. The white noise doesn't pay your bills. It doesn't get you a $10,000 bonus. Get focused, get to work, put the wrap on people, fill your calendar, and just go. Just go. Stop worrying. Stop worrying about what other people are going to say to you. Because you know what? I had people tell me, you know what, Sandy, maybe you should create a different page for your business because I don't really want to see what you're posting every day. Okay, there's this button called unfollow. Just unfollow me. It's my page. I get to put whatever I want on my page. You don't like it? Unfollow me. I don't care. And guess what? They unfollowed me. Guess what? I'm still presidential diamond. And guess what? They're still unhappy. So you know what? It is what it is. You're either going to let them determine your future or you're going to take the reins and determine your own. And that's all I got to say because I could keep going, Katie.
Mic drop. Right? Me and Alex are over here like, boom! I'm like, I have goosebumps. I'm pumped up. Like I was just saying in the chat, I'm so excited right now I could pee because I'm just like, you brought up so many points. Like, I think one of the best points is realizing how much volume a loyal is and where you need it. If you've got a fat fighter order and a system order, you need to realize that there are certain places that those need to go. And I love what you said about like the white noise. Do you guys want to know what? On March 8th, 2014, my best friend in the whole world made the worst status ever about It Works. He said, F It Works, and the horse that it wrote it on, and I had about 100 people like it and about 100 more people comment on it. And guess what? I watched that status for about 2 days, and I went through and I delete, and I deleted every single person. And guess what? At the end of the month, I still earned a $10,000 bonus. So do not let the people around you, what they're saying about you or to you, determine what you're going to do. Because
You can't. And the last thing I'm going to say, you guys, is listen, my own sister, my husband and my sister got into it one time on social media because my sister kept making all these snarky remarks on every post that I had. Like those little snide remarks that people like to put. Well, it was my own sister, and my husband finally let her have it one day. And I just told him, I was like, don't even talk to her anymore. And I had to tell my sister, you either stop commenting like that on my posts or I will unfriend you. I will straight up unfriend you on Facebook. And my own mother came to me, you guys, and said, you are my daughter, not my doctor. Don't talk to me about this It Works stuff anymore because I don't care. That was 5 years ago. I'm still here. She's still miserable and can't pay her bills. Whatever. You know, just don't worry about it. They're either going to be here or they're not. But they're not paying your bills. They're not paying your bills. So stop worrying about what they're going to say to you, because you worrying about what they're going to say to you is not going to get you any further in this business. In fact, it's going to get you further and further behind. It's going to make you take 10, 20, 50 steps back. And you're going to, next thing you know, you're going to be calling your upline going, oh, Katie, I just don't know. I just don't know if this is for me, because people just aren't liking my posts and they're just not supporting me. And everyone's telling me that I'm crazy. And I just really think I made a really bad mistake. I just really think this isn't for me and I just need to quit. Really? Go look at yourself in the mirror and tell you that you just gave up on your own damn self. Or you see that young man that just walked behind me, my son, that would be like me looking at him in the face and saying, Austin, you're not worth my time. You're not worth my future. You're not worth it. You're not worth it. So I quit. What example are you setting? Stop it. Stop the insanity. It's not getting you anywhere. I don't care what ups and downs you go through in this business. It's a business. Newsflash. Get over it. Stop the white noise. Get to work. Slap the rap on people. Let their jaw hit the floor, because the rap seals the deal, you guys. And I cannot believe how many times I have slapped a rap on somebody and made a skeptic a believer. Okay? Get the rap on them. Have a party. Have a one-on-one. Invite somebody over for wine and just share with your love and passion. They are going to believe and buy into you before they even buy into what you have to sell them, because people don't want to be sold to. They want to follow your excitement. They want to follow your journey. And so show them. Live the It Works life. Live the dream. Just put out there every little excitement you had. Guys, I made $75 in Rap Cash yesterday. You better believe I put it out there. And I said, thank goodness for this Rap Cash. It's buying dinner tonight. And guess what? We had KFC last night. And my money paid for it. You know, people are going to relate to that. Be the It Works dream. Be the It Works lifestyle. Put it out there. And if anything negative is going on, you guys, ignore it. That's my 2 cents. I'm done.
I don't even know what to say after that. I am just like I'm so fired up right now. I don't even know what to do with myself. I'm just like, yes, Sandy, give it to me. I am pumped. All right, guys, I hope you took note of all that. I really do. And I don't know how I'm going to follow that, but I do have some notes for you guys. So stay with me. There are 97 people on this call right now. Like, can I just please give you a round of applause? It is Sunday night and you are plugging in because you want to know what the heck it takes to go diamond. I'm so excited to see this many people on this call. So stay with me until the end, guys, because this is real stuff. And like I said, I don't know how I'm going to follow Sandy, but I want you guys to know what it looked like for me, because I know right now when I try to tell you guys what it takes, you look at me and you say, you don't have kids. You don't have a job. It's so easy for you. Guess what? When I started, it wasn't easy for me. Do you know how many haters I had from where I came from? A lot. I just explained it to you about a minute ago. But I also worked full time. I worked every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights from anywhere from 4, 6, or 8 until 4 in the morning or later, on my feet, maybe only 15-minute break. And sometimes I even worked on Mondays and Tuesdays. And I also worked about anywhere between 20 and 30 hours at the art museum. I didn't have a lot of time, but I wanted time. I didn't have any freedom whatsoever, but I wanted freedom. And I knew that going diamond I want to tell you guys, diamond wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking straight on at double diamond. So if you're looking at your diamond chart, that's great. But I want to tell you right now, once you get there, you're not stopping there. Because if you do, that's it. It'll fall apart right away. I want you to look straight forward at double diamond. And then after that, I want you to look straight forward at triple diamond, and so on and so on. Because the easiest jump in these leadership levels is from diamond to double. And if you sit there at diamond, you will sit there for a long time. So I want you to really realize, sorry, Alex calling me. I want you guys to realize that diamond isn't the end all be all. That's not your end goal. That is your right now goal, and we're going to keep going. So, sorry. I worked full time, and so I had to do this in the time that I did have. I was tired all the time, from distributor and Ruby all the way up to double diamond. I was so tired, you guys. I worked full time. I would work until 4 in the morning. By the time I got home and ate and took a shower and got in bed, it was like 6 o'clock. And if somebody wanted to meet me to try a wrap or talk business or whatever at 10 o'clock in the morning, that was like 3 hours of sleep. But I did it because I knew where I was going. I knew that I had to do something that other people were not willing to do, to have something that other people couldn't have. So,
Katie,
yeah.
I just have to tell you, I remember I was living in Colorado. You were still bartending. When I was waking up in the morning, Katie would be voxing me about to go to bed like, hey, where's the numbers at? Like, what does your chart look like? You guys, she slept for maybe 3 hours.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up because I forgot about that actually. Yeah, I mean, like Alex would be waking up because she had kids and I would be just going to bed, or, vice versa. And that's what I was worried about, was the numbers. When I want to tell you guys what this looked like. I would go into work on my phone and I would be putting my bottle opener in my back pocket, and I would be putting my bar towel in my back pocket, and I'd be putting my purse away, and I would still be on the phone. And usually it was with Jess or Sarah or my mom, and I'd be like, okay, I'm finally, like, I actually have to push the clock in button now. I'm actually already behind the counter, so I have to go, but I'll call you as soon as I get on my lunch or my dinner break, and I will text you as soon as I get off work, and you tell me any orders that go in. I would strategically plan my dinner break around the corporate calls because I was going to do everything I could to make myself happy and plug in because I was unhappy at that job. So thank you, Alex, for bringing that up, because I was eating, sleeping, breathing, living. I am going diamond. I'm going double diamond. I'm getting the heck out of this job. So you better print this chart off. This isn't somebody's chart that I'm working on right now. This isn't my diamond chart, but this is a chart that I'm actively working on. And guess what? It's folded up because it goes everywhere with me. It was in my purse with me yesterday, and so was my pen and pencil, because I'm constantly changing the numbers. I'm constantly adding in new distributors when they're being signed up. You need to have this. You need to have this, your steps to success, and you need to have your goals sheet. And mine is right here. And guess what? It's on an envelope from one of my bills, but I don't care because I wrote it down and I stuck it on my fridge, and I'm not ending this year until all of these goals are met and I check every single one off. So I want you to have your goals sheet. I want to have your steps to success worksheet, and I want you to have your diamond chart. And this diamond chart goes everywhere with you. It goes in your pocket. It goes in your purse. It goes in your backpack. It goes in your clutch. It goes everywhere with you. It goes in your diaper bag, everywhere. You have this with you at all times because you need to be updating those numbers. This needs to be your number one focus. And I don't want to scare you away, but this is real. This is what it takes. You need to have every single person's auto ship on your team. Period. If there is somebody on your team that doesn't have your auto ship on, including yourself, you better fix it today. Because when I went diamond, I had everything planned out. I had everything. It was a 24th. I had all the projected volume. I knew what everybody's order was going to run as the next day, hoping that, nothing declined or whatever. And I woke up on the 25th and Sarah called me. She said, I thought you had it all planned out. What happened? Where are we at? Why are you still Emerald? And I looked at my chart and I had everything planned out down to every single BV. And one person was at $3.99. We placed a Fat Fighter order and it was done because everybody had their auto ships on and we didn't have to worry about people being commission qualified. So when you hear us harp about auto ship, you're gonna realize how important it is when you are charting somebody out for even executive and they're not commission qualified. Every single person in a ranked position on your chart must be commission qualified to rank as anything. You can't even be executive if you're not commission qualified. Have your team using these products, period. Okay, so communication. Every single one of the girls hit on communication, but if you're not in communication with your team, you're not going to promote. You need to communicate with your team and you need to communicate with your upline. Like Sandy said, you might have been in for this business for a year, but you guys, we're the queens of charting. I see BV and boxes in my sleep. I'm not a green personality, but I love these charts. I know them like the back of my hand. So you need to contact your upline and say, hey, I'm not sure where to place this customer. I'm not sure where to place this distributor, because I will tell you the exact right thing to do with your best interest in mind, like Sandy said. Don't be afraid. If I get that you want to do it yourself, like she said, this is your business, but we know what's best for you and we know how to chart. So please let us help you. If something is working for you, share it with your team immediately. If you sign a loyal customer and you use a new tactic or a new way of doing things, or maybe you used a new before and after picture or a new awesome status that you came up with, share it with your team, because if it's working for you, then it's going to work for them, hopefully. And not everything that works for me is going to work for you, but I'm going to be damned if something works really well for me and I sign somebody because of it, or I book something because of it and I don't share it with you. So you better believe that if something's working for me, I'm going to share it with you, and you should do the same for your team. And I'm going to tell you this, and this is one of the most important things. Don't get into this position where you're charting yourself for diamond and you think that you are going to orchestrate and manage everybody and sit back and let them do the work, because that's not going to happen. You cannot let that happen. You cannot do that. And if you do that, you are selfish and it's not going to happen for you. So check in and then go back to doing. Okay, once a day, check in and then go back to doing. Hey guys, just seeing where you're at, seeing if any loyal customers or distributors have been signed. Oh my gosh, I signed one, I booked a party. Okay, let's talk about what we're gonna do with those loyal customers or distributors. Okay, this is the best thing to do. All right, meet back here in a couple of hours. Don't manage, keep doing. Check in and keep doing. That is so important. All right, you need to act like you're doing this all on your own. I know that sounds weird, right? Like you're like, what are you talking about, Katie? I have a team of 24 people. I'm not doing it on my own. No, you're not, but you need to act like it. Sarah always told me this. You must act like you're doing it all by yourself, but hope that you don't have to. So if you have 10 spots on your chart that you need for diamond, you need to put it in your head right now that you need to go sign the 10 most amazing distributors. And I know my mom talked about affirmations, but something that Dana Dasher taught me is she said, you need to say to yourself every single day that the most amazing loyal customers and distributors are coming into my space. And she made me put it on sticky notes and put it on my fridge, put it on my mirror, put it on my makeup vanity, put it on my coffee pot. She made me put it everywhere. She made me put it over my oil thing in my car, so it was on my dash so I could see it every single day. These affirmations are important. I'm awesome. I'm diamond. I'm powerful. The most amazing loyal customers and distributors are coming into my space. If you are not putting it out there, it's not going to come to you. So you need to act like you need to do it yourself, though. Seriously. So if that chart is completely empty, you need to say, well, I better go make friends with 24 people that want to do this with me. And guess what? If somebody on your team signs somebody, bonus. It's a bonus. That's extra. That's awesome. Good for you. But you need to go find the amount of people on your chart that boxes are empty. And these boxes, they are people. They are humans. Find out what they want. The more that you find out what they want and you start working towards what they want, you're going to get what you want. But if you are just like a robot and you are just you're not even seeing them as a person, you're seeing them as a box, you might hit diamond, but it's not going to stick because you need to truly care about other people. So like Sandy said, your calendar should be full to the max. Look at your calendar right now. Mark off the days that you have to work. Mark off the days that you have like really serious obligations. But if it's a family dinner, ask them if you can reschedule. Tell them, hey, I would love to meet with you guys, but I only have an hour. I can't really stick around. I've done that so many times because guess what? I was sick of missing out on stuff. I was so damn sick of missing out on stuff. So when it comes time to promotions, I told my friends then, and I'll tell them now, hey, I need this for me to come out for an hour and feed myself, but then I gotta go. I can't stick around and chat because I have to work. So your calendar should be full with calls, and I'm not talking Zoom calls. Like these are extra bonuses that help you learn stuff, but I'm talking about calls, 3-way phone calls with your upline and a potential distributor, or just you and a potential distributor, appointments, whether that means you're wrapping somebody, sampling the products, presenting the business to them, showing them the party pad and the product catalog, parties, sampling, wrapping, presenting the party pad. You should be presenting the party pad like it is the back of your hand. You should be presenting the party pad every single day. Utilize your tools, guys. The tools are the open online parties that we have going on right now. I mean, some of the teams do. I'm not sure how all the teams are doing stuff right now, but I know for my team, we have two open online parties right now that you can continuously invite your potentials to. We have Zooms that you can have, or the like recordings on YouTube that you can send your potentials to hear myself doing the party pad. You know, when we do the show me the money calls, they're not always for potentials, but sometimes they are. And if they are, get them on it. We're going to start doing opportunity calls every Wednesday. That is going to be available to every single person on this call right now. So you need to utilize those tools. Your tools are your phone. Your tools are your party pad. Utilize your tools and utilize your upline. So if it doesn't help your promotion right now, don't do it, guys. I'm sorry, but don't do it. Like if there's a one team, one mission and you need to have dinner with your husband because you haven't seen him all week, guess what? No, you don't. He's still going to love you tomorrow and you can still have dinner with him tomorrow. I don't care if I'm being hard on you guys right now. This is what you need to hear. Stop making excuses for getting to things. Stop making excuses for getting on calls. Stop making excuses why you aren't working your business. Just do it. So you have to dedicate yourself. You have to set the time aside to do this. If you work full time, I've been there. You're going to be tired. It's going to happen. You're going to be tired. But guess what? There comes I remember it was March and I was working full time and it was the month that I was promoting to Diamond. And I just remember like, this isn't going to be forever. This tiredness, this, oh my gosh, I can't even like believe I'm getting out of bed right now. I feel like I just went to bed. It's not going to last forever. And guess what? That was March. And by May 4th, I got to quit my job. So it doesn't have to be forever, but you do have to push in order to get there. So, you know, this is the time to message the people that you've been thinking about. Your dream team, quote unquote, basically the people that you would love to work with and have on your team, your chicken list, your hundreds list. This is what you need to do. You need to make that list and then you need to contact your upline and say, I need your help making the perfect message to send to them. Because you can sit there and message 100 people, but if you're word vomiting, those messages to 100 people were for nothing, I promise. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but you've got to be straight to the point. You've got to sound confident and you need to just be short and sweet. Because if you say too much, you just wasted all your time. So get with your upline and say, I'm ready to message all of these people. I need you to help me come up with a message strategically so they will answer me. So utilize your upline for that. And we want to hear from you. Don't think that we're bugging you or you're bugging us. Don't think that we're too busy. Don't think that your question is stupid. Don't think any of that stuff. We want to hear from you. We want to answer your questions. If you have questions, we know you're working. If we know you're working, we're more apt to help you. We're going to run with you if we know that you're working. Sandy, I'm not like completely done, but do you have something to add to what I was just talking about?
I do actually, because I just want to point out two things. When we were talking about how, you know, so you're going to miss out on a couple of things in the beginning so that you never have to ever again. I just want to point something out to you guys right now. I just got back from Disney on Ice with my sister who lives in Florida. She has triplets and a 7-year-old. And let me tell you guys something right now. When she came home for her baby shower for the triplets, I was there for 10 minutes, you guys, and I had to leave because guess what? I had to go do a party to launch a new girl on the team. And by the time I came back, the party was done. And I got so much flack from that. But guess what? I can go to Florida anytime I want now to see those babies in Florida, to visit anytime I want. They came home and I got to go to Disney on Ice with them because I can. I missed out on something so small, so I didn't have to miss out on anything else for them ever. So don't worry about missing out on the small things. Did I miss my son's soccer games a couple of times? Yes. Did I miss my other nieces and nephews' birthday parties? Yes. But it's one out of their entire young life. Well, now I don't have to miss anything if I choose not to. And I just want to touch on something on the side conversations, Katie, because people are like, you know, I'm scared about a party. I don't know how to do a party. What do I take? What do I have? What do I need? Listen, if you have wraps, that's all you need. You don't need anything else. But I just want to tell you guys, I promoted to Diamond in this company when we went through a wrap shortage. It took 30 days to even get wraps on hand, and I promoted to Diamond without even having wraps. You don't have to have anything. Just sit down sit on the floor, Indian style, with people, and just flip through your book. Share with them. Tell them. Show them videos. Pull up a YouTube video and show them how the fat fighters work, or show them a video on before and afters on what the wraps do. Stop worrying about the small stuff. It's setting you back. And that's all I want to add.
Love it. Yeah, that is the small stuff. I mean, just keep it simple and like have a team sample night. Like have a get together with your team once a week. If you don't want to do it alone, get with your team and you guys can all do it together. So, okay. So just a couple more things for you guys. Posting. If your mouth is closed, so is your business. Right now, you guys should be posting every single day about products and about business, like every single day. And sometimes if you go to my Facebook, you'll be able to see what I'm looking for right now. If I'm trying to sign distributors, I'm posting about business, income. I'm posting about lifestyle. I'm posting about business. But then, but you need to, when you're going diamond, you need to be doing both. So products, business, and then do a personal one, do an inspirational one, do a funny one, and rotate and keep going. It's going to feel repetitive, but you've got to do it. You've got to keep posting, because if you go one single day without posting about it works, you are doing yourself and this bonus a huge disservice, and you are setting yourself back, because that could be one day that somebody needed to see something from you to finally message you. Or maybe they are just seeing your post, so when it finally comes time for you to message them, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm ready, or I've seen your stuff, or I've been curious. You have got to stay consistent. It is going to feel repetitive, but share your story, share why you joined this business, share what this income and this bonus is going to do for you, share why you love it, share the friendships, fun, and freedom, share the products, go live, don't be afraid, don't hold back. It's better to post more than less. I go to my Facebook at the end of every single day, and I scroll and I look and see what I've posted, and I say, would I join my team? I do it every day. So I want you to make sure you're posting every single day, and I want you to know what Diamond's going to do for you. What does this mean for you? Because like Sandy said, I can go to Florida anytime. I'm sitting here contemplating going to see Sarah next week because I can. Do you want to know, I would have killed to be able to do that. When I was a Ruby, I would have killed for that. I would have given my left arm to be able to call off for a weekend and be able to afford to do that. But since I have been doing this for years, I'm able to do that now. And that's going to come for you. But you've got to put in the hard work first. It's going to come for you. There's no effing reason why any single one of you on this call right now can't be that person that goes Ambassador Diamond by the end of the year. It's all about making that decision, guys. That's it. You just got to decide, and then you have to do. You have to run while you pray. You can't just sit there and say, it's going to come to me, and all these amazing loyal customers and distributors are going to come to me. No, you have to put the work in, but if you don't ask for it, the answer is going to be no. So I want you to write down what Diamond is going to do for you, what Double Diamond is going to do for you. Because until you get that feeling, until you get that emotion, it's not going to mean shit to you. Excuse my language. But you have to know what it's going to do. Is it going to allow you to stay at home with your babies? Is it going to allow you to pay off the debt that's been weighing on your shoulders? Is it going to allow you to take the first family vacation you've ever had? Is it going to allow you to have the freedom you've never had? Is it going to allow you to fix your car? What is it going to allow you to do? You have to attach it to a feeling, because if you don't, you're just going to keep sitting back and saying, I want to go diamond, and you're not going to actually make it happen until you attach it to a feeling. Decide what that is. For me, it was freedom. I could taste it every single time. I went to a green carpet in April. The month I promoted to Double Diamond, I went to a green carpet in April, and I was so close, I could freaking taste it. And I busted ass, and I made that happen because I was like, no more will I sit back and not allow this to be my life. This is too wonderful to miss out on. I won't miss out on it anymore. So make that decision for yourself. Write it on your mirror. I say that all the time. I tell everybody to tag me. I've had 3 people tag me since Freedom U. 3. There were 400 people in that room. You mean to tell me you don't have it on your mirror right now? My mirror says Ambassador Diamond. My mirror also says Triple Diamond, because that's what I want to do for Alec. You have to put it out there. You have to see it every single day. Sometimes I write it on my mirror in my hallway about the next rank income, because income brings you things that you need and want and can do. So you need to believe it is so until it is so it can be so. If you don't believe it, if you're sitting there saying, I wish, Stop. I am. That's enough with the I wish. It's time to put in the work. It's time to roll up your sleeves. If you're not ready to roll up your sleeves, then just get off this call and go to bed. But if you're ready to roll up your sleeves and do this with us, then I'm ready. Sandy's ready. Alex is ready. My mom's ready. Susan's ready. Jen's ready. Sarah's ready. Sarah's probably not on this call right now because she's sitting there talking to like 14 potentials. You've got to show your team how to do it. I call her and she's like, I can't talk right now. I'm on the phone with the potential. I'm like, shit, I better get on the phone with the potential. I'm behind. So just remember, you're not stopping at Diamond. You've got to believe it, and you've got to be ready to pull your sleeves up and put in the elbow grease. It's time to send out those messages to the people that you've been thinking about. What's going to happen? You're not going to die. What's going to happen? They're going to ignore you. You know how many people have ignored me? My phone, my text messages, and my inbox, it's like all blue because nobody's responded to me. I don't care. Like Sandy said, I'm going ambassador. You guys, I had this aha moment, and I want to share it with you. I have been sitting here thinking like, gosh, I'm further away than I've ever been, but I'm more ready than I've ever been. I'm more ready than I ever was. I'm ready to do this. I don't care how many distributors it takes. I'm going to count how many rubies and how many diamonds we need, and we're just going to run for it. And I counted, and guess what? The number's over like 200. But I had this aha moment in the first 10 days of March. My team was so excited and on fire that we collectively signed 60 distributors in 10 days. 60. And when I look at my chart and what I'm responsible for on my front line and on Alex's team, it's about 60. If that can happen in 10 days, why can't this happen by the end of the month or the end of next month? It can. It absolutely can. And I'm going to end with this. If you were at Freedom U, you heard this once before, but I think you need to hear it again. A couple of us got on stage that are VIP elite, which means that we're presidential. We make an average of $16,000, anywhere from $16,000 to $37,000 a month. Do you guys want to make that type of income? I do. I want to grow my income because I know what it's going to do for me, and I know what it's going to do for my family. So this is what I have to tell you guys. Get rid of your plan B. If your plan B is, well, if I can go diamond, then I can do this. Stop. Cut the shit. Stop it. Get rid of your plan B. When we watched that video about how the people that didn't use the rope to get out of that prison got out, it's because they didn't have a plan B. They weren't falling back on the rope. Stop falling back on the rope. Stop falling back on your husband's income. Stop falling back on your other job that you hate. Stop it. You joined this business because you knew you could do it. And then somewhere along the way, you thought, oh, I don't know. Guess what? You can do it. Stop with the excuses. Cut the shit. Get ready your plan B. Don't say, if I get to diamond, if I get to double diamond. If you say if, you're still giving yourself a plan B, and you're still giving yourself a way out. Get rid of it. Burn the boats. If you guys don't know what that means, it means if you're on an island, the boats are how you get away. The boats are how you escape. Burn those boats. That's how you take over the island. If you get rid of all the ways to get out of it, you have to burn them. Burn the boats. Burn your effing excuses. You can't take the island if you don't burn the boats, because if you leave them there, someone will take it and get out. Go after what you want. Prove them wrong. Whether them is your husband or your friends or your family or all your haters. You know how many haters I have? Actually, they've all turned into, oh, wow, I see how well you're doing with this now. I had somebody call me out on my car and my purse. And it was kind of embarrassing, but it was kind of funny at the same time. Because those are the same people that were hating on all my stuff about 3 years ago. So prove them wrong. Decide. Like my mom said, everybody told me I couldn't have the car. I said, fine, watch me. Make your dream board. If you don't have a dream board, now's not the time to make one, but have it up here. Write it down. This is my 2017 dream board. You can write it on an envelope and then stick it on your fridge with a magnet. The only thing you'll ever regret in this business is not working harder, not moving faster, settling and getting complacent. And I told you guys at Freedom U, I've done that. Sandy's done that. Alex has done that. We've all done it. So I'm here to tell you that that's what you're going to regret. Not working harder, not moving faster, settling and getting complacent. If you want this to be your full-time income, make it a priority. Work like you're a diamond, work like you're an ambassador, and you will be. Set a deadline and make it a must, and then run like hell. Your deadline is March 31st. If you want a fast bonus. You can promote later than that, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you want to do it by the end of the month. I don't care if you are a distributor rank right now. You can make it happen in 20 days. We've seen Barb Hauser do it in 9. It's not up to anybody but you. It's not up to your upline. It's not up to your downlines. It's not up to, well, if they just do what they said that they were going to do, I'll promote. It's not up to them. It's only up to you. Everyone wants to make diamond income, but not everybody is willing to work for it. In order to have something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. And one of the girls touched on this before, but the devil doesn't attack an empty house. If something bad happens in your life, maybe you get into a fight with your significant other, maybe you get a flat tire, maybe something happens. Something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. And that is the devil trying to hold you back because he doesn't like what you're doing. You need to be aware of that stuff. Don't say, oh my gosh, this is the worst day ever, or oh, I'm not supposed to be doing this. No, it's his test to you to see if you can handle it. And I know that you can. So don't let him stop you. When I say him, I'm talking about the devil. Don't let that stop you. Don't let anyone stop you. Say, you won't stop me, neither will anyone else. Watch me. That's it. Watch me. 20 days, like Alex said, would you pay yourself a diamond paycheck right now with the work you're doing? If not, then you need to step your game up. I love that. What did you do for your business the past few days? Would you write yourself a $2,000 paycheck with a $10,000 bonus? If you didn't, if you wouldn't, then I think you need to get to work. I think we all need to get to work. The next 20 days are going to be hard. We're going to put in lots of work. We're going to put in lots of time, blood, sweat, and tears. And you want to know what? Some of you won't make it. Some of you will miss it. But those of you that wake up on April 1st and decide, I'm going to dust myself off and do it, I'm going to try it again, those people will be here for life. Those are the people that are going to be strong leaders. You go for it, you run like hell, and if you miss it, you wake up and you do it again. Okay? So Alex said, it's going to be hard, but being broke and stressed is harder. Agreed. Oh, so many good points. I have chills. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped up, but we've had you on for an hour and 20 minutes, and you guys need to get ready for the corporate call at 10 o'clock. Make sure you guys send out those messages to your team. Don't just tag them in Pam's post. Message them. Tell them about the call. Get on the call yourself, and get ready for a crazy next little less than 3 weeks, because we're going to make some stuff happen. So I love you guys. I'm so proud of you for plugging in. We've had a consistent number of people on this call this whole time, and I'm just so excited for you guys. Just know that you got to take this seriously. Make that list of people that you want to contact and get with your upline, and let us help you do it the right way. And let's get those people off the fence and on your team, okay? So I love you guys so much. Thank you for plugging in with us, and we'll talk to you later, okay? Bye.